Welcome in, everyone, to the after show for the challenge. We are here talking about episode 18, No Time to Die. We got Pam in the building. She's my new vacation friend. I took a trip to Palm Springs this weekend, and we hung out on Saturday night. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
We'll post pictures.
Will we?
The wrap for Jenna. Well, you can look at Dan's Instagram to see a picture of him. Do you have any up on your? Anyway, they can see our vacation pics. We each took our respective pictures.
We did. We had a couples night. We each brought a significant other of our choosing.
Yeah. We chose them right before.
We chose them right.
Right.
We chose just fiance right before our double date. It was fantastic. Well, yes, good time. If you want to know more about our Palm Springs vacation this weekend, just ask us about it in the comments below.
Exactly. It was really fun.
It was really fun. I had a great time with you guys. So we got the final. It's clearly part one of the final. It was only an hour episode tonight. And I mean, I'm telling you, C, T, and Amber, I think they complement each other so well, Pamela. This is why I picked them to win.
Yes.
Go on. I'm so sorry. Go on.
No, I did. I would just said yes. I'm agreeing with you.
Because I was thinking like they just talked about it in the opening of the episode. The CT's like, if you can just run, I will do everything else. And that's exactly what I said. I was like, this is what they could do if they really team up. Yeah.
Agree with you 1,000,000%. I'm also have to say, I'm a Amber B convert. I didn't like her when she got into a fight with what's her name. I don't know. I mean, I did not like her, but I did think she was sort of playing two sides. Whatever. I take it all back. First of all, going back to that starting scene, Amber B again with her style. I mean, she's also gorgeous, so like she can pull off. She's like got a great figure. Like I loved what she was wearing. Never in 20 million years would I wear a leather mini puff sleeve dress, but it looked really cool on her.
She at one point
got really good style.
She had like a gray jumper on at one point tonight, like a jumpsuit. At some point, I thought I saw her in a jumpsuit. She looked great. She looked amazing.
Yeah, she always has real good style, like really good style, and yeah, I just like her choices. She's very fashion forward. I'm not a stylish person. I'm wearing the Dolly Parton t-shirt that Luke got me on his cross country trip, and that's about, that's where it stands for me. But yeah, no, I do think she looks great and cool. Not that that's the point. And then back to the club too. I did love the girl. I mean, it is amazing. I didn't realize until they were all standing there tonight that none of them are white chicks. I mean, it is all.
They talked about that in a previous episode.
And sort of tonight remembered that someone had mentioned it, but I didn't recall until they were all standing together. And I was like, wow, this is a really diverse group of women.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. It warmed my heart.
I mean, if you think about it, same for the guys too. I mean, CT's the only white dude, so there you go too.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. They're just not as sentimental about it because they're guys. But yes, it is very nice. We've got a lot of representation in the finale, which is great. And Fessy's a real jerk. That's just such an asshole.
I know. I mean, and you know what? It's so crazy. Casey doesn't get mad at him at all throughout this whole thing. Like in the food challenge, now we're skipping ahead, but who cares? Because it's a final.
Sure, who cares?
Whatever we want. In the food challenge, she's not even like, she's like, just try, man. And then she's going back to her food. She's not even like, you mother, like, I'll be okay. Get in there. Like, I mean,
on that, and not to jump ahead, but who cares? He's such a prick. Like, number one, I think, well, we'll go back to that. But number one, yeah, Fessy, before anything ever happened, was already turning on her, which we predicted. That's why we thought they wouldn't win, because he's a dick. And if she's, first of all, he is so dumb and naive, and it shows. He's like, sprint, Casey, sprint. Like, I think it's his fault that she fell. It's the pressure he was putting on her. It is a marathon, they were in second place. They weren't in danger of losing.
Right.
It like, let her keep up a nice pace. We're glad, Fessy, that you're a big fucking giant.
It seems
running up rocks, that you can hop up rocks like a gazelle, but not everybody can.
Yeah, well, it seems like the more important thing was just staying close, because you only got a lead on that next round, the next checkpoint, by like 10 seconds from the other team. So just stay close. No need to rush. Just stay close to the other team in first. And It could have happened. I mean, it was obviously an
Could
accident.
happen to anyone.
It's hard to. I know Fessy was pushing her, but like everyone's trying to
He
push
told
their
her to
partner.
sprint right before it happened. Like
He said the word sprint though. I didn't hear
yes,
that.
did you go back? He goes, sprint, Casey, sprint.
Okay.
Like
So-
shortly before. And I mean, it might be tricky editing.
And I want to know too. Yeah, for sure. I want to know what really happened to her knee at this point. Like I don't know. Maybe is that news and gossip that you have or no?
No, but there
Okay.
no,
Because
I don't know.
I don't know how severe it is. Maybe it just scared her and it wasn't anything major. It just kind of scared her to fall like that because it looked like she slipped. So
She was like writhing in pain. It
was.
looked like she definitely popped it. She said my knee blew out. It popped out. So
okay, yeah, but if it popped out of your socket, did they pop it back in? That's why she's able to.
that's what
I
I'm
don't-
saying. Hopefully they
but
popped
they
it back
don't. They
in.
didn't give us. I wish they would have given us more information on why can't they tell us more of what happened? Like Casey had that confessional. Obviously, that was filmed after they finished.
Right.
She could have said, "I tore my ACL." Why can't they
Right,
say what
like
happened?
something like
Because
where
they want to keep us. They want to keep us guessing for next week if she's going to continue on. That's got to be.
well, the other thing is if she had something serious, they wouldn't let her continue. Like the fact that they're even letting her continue seems like it was a pop and a sprain, and obviously it hurts.
It's
But
also, if
not
that's
gonna-
true, it's kind of a dick move by the producers or by the people that choose who goes on to make her do another challenge at the end, at the food challenge, just to tell her at the end of it, oh hey, by the way, you're in no shape.
no, I don't think they're gonna DQ.
So that's
her.
my point then. Why isn't it? Fessy should be realizing that, right? He should be trying because they shouldn't let her even come to this point if they're going to DQ her. So why isn't
They're
Fessy
not gonna DQ her. He's just saying she can't even move fast anymore. She's not quitting. He's just a dick. Like
But he also said the reason he wasn't trying was, well, maybe they'll disqualify her or something, you know? So
but
it's
he
like,
sucks. I hate him. He's my
oh,
new
he's
god.
awful. He's
Yeah,
awful.
he's the worst. Every time he talks, I'm like, shut up. He was so rude. I mean, he was nice to her. He was like, I'm not mad or so. You know, he said his thing, but his body language is like,
I love CT trying to beat the crap out of him in that decoding checkpoint 1.
oh yeah,
on the hill there. I love that. He's
yeah. It's like
guy,
Fessy, you're not that good. You're just giant, and you're pretty athletic, but you're not as
Right.
good as CT at things like that.
No, I'll give Fessy this. He didn't seem tired in any of the running, so good.
CT,
stuff on that.
if you're in really good shape, you're in really good shape. Like it doesn't age again. Like most people, as they get older, don't stay in really good
You're
shape.
right, and it also comes down to the checkpoints. The checkpoints, like I said earlier, right now, that's the big thing. Just stay close to the other team. Who cares about
Right.
that? It's about completing and
Like-
winning these checkpoints. It looks like it's going to be that way the whole time. I
Right.
am a little disappointed that in the first mission, aka checkpoint 1, they just repeated the first one of the season. They should have come up with something new.
Oh,
Why not?
I didn't hate it just for the
Okay.
fact that Fessy thought now I hate Fessy so much.
Well, he thought he was good at it,
Fessy
right?
thought he was gonna win. He's like, this is the first challenge I won.
Yeah.
But wasn't that with a part?
It was with Anissa.
Oh, it was for a girl. Right. No, I think if it was the first challenge, is that when she picked him? Because he
Well, it
won.
was the first challenge. It ended up being a girls' elimination, but him and Anissa won the first challenge.
They were already partners at that point.
Yeah.
And was it a team thing or was
oh
it?
my God. Tell us in the comments below. I don't know if they already.
I'm
picked partners
blanking
at
too.
that
I
time.
feel like maybe she won for the girls and he won for the guys, and she got to pick any partner
No,
after that.
no, because I think they picked partners before anything happened. Because how would they have done
But
that?
they
No,
won first.
They were already partners. I think, at that point.
Okay, we
They'll
do
tell
need
us
to
the
go back and
comments
look
later.
at that, because then did they do it as partners? Did they compete as
They
partners?
had because they both won that first.
Right, that's what
challenge.
I'm saying. And then I think she had something to do with it if they competed as a team.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, but him taking credit, it's like, well, you're not better than CT.
Yeah.
Or if it was just him, my explanation would be that he is big and strong and he got it first. And that's why he won.
What's really cool about the challenge, what I did enjoy about the final tonight, is you're getting a purge after day 1. I love a good purge. We haven't got any purges yet this season, so that's
Yeah.
fantastic. And I mean, the Corey montage, that was funny. They tried to add a little humor and grossness into it for people that don't like to
I
see him
left the
vomiting.
room. I literally left the room.
Did you really?
Can't,
I don't
can't.
need to see this.
There's no, yeah.
And I like the opportunity that they have between each checkpoint if they win to switch partners. Now, I think Amber B made the correct
Well,
decision.
hold on. I do too, but
There's
I'm
no
fully
reason for her to change.
to the I hate Fessy thing.
Yeah.
You know, he really thought she was going to pick him. His face was like,
I can't imagine him at this point
he's,
thinking that. He
he's
treated her like crap,
delusional.
though, Pam.
What?
He treated her like crap in the last
Yes, but
episode.
he still thinks I'm the best, so anyone would want
He
me.
did say that in a confessional. He said, "Oh my God, after all this time trying to get Casey on my team, she's going to pick me." I'm like, dude, there's no way.
Well, he super thought she was.
But I
And
don't think
also-
nobody watching, Pam, you and
No,
me
we
did
didn't.
it.
The whole thing of like, this is a big decision. It was like, you guys both won this. You guys both awesome.
Why wouldn't
You're
you
the
say
best team. You're
Yeah.
the best team right now.
You know,
Why would you mix it up with someone that's is a dick?
I'm so impressed by Amber B now, and it's so crazy to think that last episode, Leroy had the choice to either pick Nani or Amber B, and he went with Nani. To think that Leroy could have Amber B in a final right now, and considering this is his last season, by the way, anytime you hear him say that, have a drink, by the way, we'd all be drunk. I mean, he said it again this episode, but he could have had Amber B in the final right now, and I know it's all in hindsight and stuff, but he's been around Nani for 11 seasons, whatever he's been around. He knows she can't run to save her life. She can't run. She has no endurance.
I mean, again, 3 miles up that thing, I'm not doing it.
No, I get it, Pam, but these girls come to these people come to the challenge to do this. You and I are hanging out here.
Right.
If I had to go on a challenge, maybe I would run even more than I already
Right.
Prepare for this massive thing.
No, I get it, and I also think that Leroy is a sentimental guy. He's a sweet guy.
It's cute that he wanted to be with her, but I think he should have gone with Amber V. Obviously, we know that now because
right. But it's hindsight's 2020. He loves her, he respects her. Like they do have good team chemistry, so I don't think it's necessarily a bad call. We'll see how. Although she's not that great at running or other things, like or is she good? Cam can do math.
Well, but remember what CT said. CT said, "I'll take care of the math. I'll take care of the."
But if you do it like today, where it's a guy and a girl thing, she's gonna have to take care of herself. If everything is,
you're right. But CT won the first part of it, so I'm wondering it would have been a time thing, I guess. Here's what I'm wondering, Pam. I'll ask you about this too. So you're allowed to switch partners now. So does that mean that it's going to come down to people's individual time and like say CT could win and then a Casey could win? Not that Casey's going to win, but they don't have to be partners to win first place?
Well, dumbass Fessy could win, beat everyone and have the best time and pick a new partner.
That's what I'm wondering about.
Yes. If he's just he's a fucking baby and he doesn't want to eat.
But he's with his partner at the end of the day one. So I don't understand who's going home after day one. Is it the two people with the worst time? But then again, they're all like tied except for CT and Amber who win every damn thing. What's it going to come down to? A running thing, I think. I don't know. It's weird.
It is time. So I feel like if Fessy won and just ditched Casey and basically ate all the food and ran all the way there, he could pick a new partner. I don't think
you can ditch your partner. You have to both finish the food has to be.
Amber was the one that got to choose to pick a new. She had the fastest time. It wasn't.
Why? And that's my point. Though, why would she? If it's a combined score, why the hell would she pick someone with a worse score? It's not a
combined score. It's a first place. Amber was the first one to cross that finish line. Amber was number one.
So then CT has. So CT has a score, directly after her for solving the thing? Solving the checkpoint.
Yes, I think. Remember, it's like they're teasing. I think it was like, remember when Banana stole the money? It was a team.
I know they're going to add up times. I'm just confused on how the partner times are going to work. Are they going to give them a combined?
She was even though they got together as first place, and you have to do it as first place. She physically did it 10 seconds faster than him.
Yeah, that's a check. I'm wondering about I'm still confused about it. I don't understand how they're going to do the timing.
Checkpoint is going to be extra points. Like we don't know yet, but we don't know what the huge advantage is. It might be dock time from someone else. It might be you get a 5-minute lead.
Well, it's funny because after they won checkpoint 1, there was no prize. They were just the first ones.
There is a prize. We just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
There was a huge benefit to winning. We just don't know what it is yet.
And the fact that they won twice. Now, the benefit for the food one, they get to sabotage someone. And now let's get to that. They should sabotage Corey and Cam, correct? I mean, I think they're the closest one on their heels.
Yes.
I would sabotage them personally. I don't think.
Also, it's not. Sorry. I feel like Corey and Cam, it didn't look like that. It's like you're already doing horrible, gross things. Just do it. Just do it to Corey and Cam. Like Cam's good at it.
I just think when you look at it, Casey's got one leg, and I don't really trust Leroy and Nani to do anything. So I would definitely go.
He's a little bitch though. So I would rather there's a chance of his time. I hope they do it to Fessy just because they both have a bone to pick with him.
That is fun. If he goes after Fessy, I love that. I would love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I mean, Fessy tried to like take him down tonight. Fessy's a dick.
Oh, I really
He's
hope
really a dick.
they're gonna have him back just because he's so evil. He's such the bad guy now. They're gonna bring him back, and we all love to hate him. But
Right.
he's not even like a. I want to say he's not even a good bad guy. He's like a little whiny baby
He's
bad
a boring little bitch. That's how I feel about Josh too. At least Josh brings drama. I think it's idiotic drama. But Fessy's not even fun. It's just like, shut up, Fessy. Everyone knows that he's a self-centered dick. He was already turning on Casey before that. Fessy sucks, at least faked like you care a little when, he was like standing there like, so pissed. It's like, have a little bit of compassion and also encourage your partner and then keep trying. If she's trying on one leg and chugging blood and eating.
It is so insane to me that he stood there the entire time and hasn't put food in his mouth yet. Now, in the preview for next week, they show him put like a ball in his mouth. Something goes in his mouth. So he does start to eat for some reason. But like, come on, dude, you should have been eating that whole. I cannot believe you even just stood there like contemplating
so much time. And it's not, this is again showing experience. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, since people can choose partners, you don't even know if you're
I feel like he has no heart. That's what I wrote down. I wrote
no heart. He's such a baby. I agree. He's got no heart. No fight. No heart.
No heart.
No, none. No heart, Fessy.
I know. It was just really, what a bad showing for him. And we already didn't like him. Let's go over the money that they get to win. TJ lets us know about the money. I'm happy about this. Second place is going to get to split $100,000. I think that's nice because the last couple seasons, I believe it's just been first place getting all the money.
They're still getting good money, that's nice.
You split $100,000, you're at $50K a piece, and then after taxes, what are you looking at? 35, 30,
35, 40, 30. Hey, even I don't fucking know. 40, 45. I'll say, not bad. It's a year's salary for some people. I mean,
and then the winning team gets to split the remaining $900,000, which is insane.
Do you think there'll be a split it or steal it?
I do not, because this season wasn't a Rivals season, right? That was during a Rivals thing, right? They did that where they wanted to, like, these people, I don't think any of them, Leroy and Nani, they would split.
Fessy probably would steal.
I don't think he would. He likes,
are brutal.
I know Fessy's a lot of things, but he is friends with Casey. I think they would split. Cam and Corey wouldn't split. What's really holding them? What is really holding them together? And then I do think that CT, he's such a nice guy. He's aged so well. He would definitely split with someone like Amber B because it's her first time, and I don't think he'd want to sour her first time. And if they won, he wouldn't want to sour her time like that. He wouldn't want to do this to anybody except maybe someone he really didn't like. Amber B's such a nice person. How could he do that? Tell us in the comments below, out of these 4 teams.
Yeah, but what if she wins? What if it's her?
Wouldn't split? Right.
You're just saying each guy. What if,
You're right. Okay, fair enough.
Amber B, she won she was first place.
I did say Cam. I said Cam and Corey, they wouldn't have a reason to split either way. I think either of them could definitely potentially steal.
They're both really nice people. I can't see either of them.
Agreed, but you know what? Cam's trying to start a new life with Leroy. She needs the money. Corey has like 3 kids or whatever he has. He needs the money. They both have reasons to not want to split that money. That's my point.
I get it, but
Amber B, it's her first challenge, and she knows she owes a ton to CT, especially already in the eating challenge. CT took down most of that food because he's a champ at it. She would split.
No, she should. They are complimenting each other. But
again, with all that said, tell me in the comments below which team or which individual would not split that money if it comes down to that in the final.
I think it's a dick move, and the only dick in this challenge right now is Fessy. That's why I say that.
And it's crazy to think I still think he'd split.
I don't. I think he's such a jerk. I don't think.
Well, the commenters will probably agree with you, Pam. So, we're going to get more information on that throughout the week.
I effing hate food challenges. That was my next.
You hated what?
I hate food challenges. I hate watching them.
I
don't hate them. I'm glad they happen. It's funny, but I can't watch everyone barf and eat that stuff.
You know how we have our 5 assets to the challenge? it's interesting that the eating challenge is not on our 5 assets, or making it a
Let's
stick.
put it there.
Do we? I mean, 5 is such a nice number. It's an entire hand. It looks nice, but you almost think we have to throw eating in because it comes up every season. I know it only comes up once, just like a trivia challenge. It only comes up once,
Right.
but it's more important than trivia because they put it in the damn final. Trivia they just put in, but then they do trivia sometimes in a final. But it's always eating in the final.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
I
right, Pam. It is.
agree.
It's a
Eating
big
should
one.
be on it because some people, that is the deal breaker for them. Like, remember when Marie was on, like, and she was like, "Nope, give me my ticket home." Like, not doing it.
Who do you think's
Not
gonna
gonna
practice
fucking eat
that? Who's
pizza.
gonna practice that in the off season? That's the question.
Nobody. You just have to, like Cam was doing. I'm like, that's actually a good strategy. Like, don't tell me. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
know what this
It's a
is.
gourmet meal.
Yeah, like, don't
Gourmet-
read to me that it's fish brain or something. Like,
Right.
let me just pop it in my mouth and drink it down.
Yeah.
Oh God, thinking about it's making me want to have a Corey.
Um.
Oof.
Yeah. What else? Any other thoughts? CT's
Uh,
funny. Go ahead.
CT's good at everything. Knock wood. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
I wrote CT is the ultimate puzzle master. That's what, but Pam, that's why I picked him to win this thing. Until he's dethroned, he is the most well-rounded. He said it in a confessional tonight. Like,
But Cam, if you can be that good, I mean, let's hold our. I don't want to jinx CT, but
no, I get it. But I mean, Pam, they just won the first 2 checkpoints. How many checkpoints are going to be? Maybe 5? Or if there's only 4, he already won half.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
No.
again, you never know. But
It looks like they're gonna have to spend the night somewhere they don't want to spend the night. So that's gonna be, maybe that'll lead to something.
well, if they have to spend the night standing and not sleeping, that's Casey. Like, I feel bad for Casey.
Ooh,
That's
gonna
a
turn
terrible
me.
feeling.
Is gonna fall off. She's gonna
Yeah,
be like a peg leg pirate out there trying to do her thing. That's gonna kill.
yeah.
Oh,
But also Fessy's a quitter. I'm just looking at my notes now. Fessy's the real quitter. It's not even if your partner is wounded, you don't freaking
you
quit if
gotta
they don't
give.
smile.
Even though Casey
Give
is
it your all.
starting to piss me off this season, you got to give her mad credit. Like, she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
screw it, I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this. Mad props.
She pissed me off because she really wants to win. Like, I still like her. I don't think she's a dick of a human. I thought it was a little, I think her and Leroy had a good thing going. And when
Yeah,
you
and I know she's friends with Fessy, but why mess up that juju? You had such good juju
that's what
going.
I'm saying.
You
You
know,
have a
why mess
thing
that up?
going. Yeah, I mean, I guess they just thought they're each other's best chance to win $1 million. But again, they were winning everything.
Let's give them credit. Running wise, they were in the lead a lot, Casey and Fessy tonight. They were doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So there is that. I honestly think that Fessy, if it's just a running challenge, I don't see anybody beating him at running. He looked like, I know it was only 3 miles, it was only 2 miles. With that said, because they're used to running 10, 20 miles in these damn things. He looked great out there running on the terrain. I'll give him that.
He
Even said,
did.
my body's made for this terrain, Pamela.
Yeah, he's such
Shut
a
up,
douche.
Fessy.
Yeah, he is literally the biggest douchebag.
Yeah.
I think he's worse than Josh. Now, because he's more hateful. Josh is kind of pathetic and says dumb things, but he's not as like hateful as
Yeah.
Fessy, who's just like not a nice guy. I also picked CT and Amber. I thought it would be a close thing, and I'm saying go CT and Amber. They're really
Clicking.
doing well.
And they've never worked together, Pam. That's what you have to realize. If you have a good connection with somebody, it can happen just like that. You don't need a lot of time. If you guys both do different things well, you're all set.
And one person's the leader and one person sort of acquiesces. Like, she's obviously deferring to CT, which is great. And he's supportive to her. She's doing great. He said in the pre-thing, he's like, I'll probably have to struggle to keep up with her, which is true. She's a runner.
She took the lead in the first 3 miles, and
Yeah.
she yells back at him like, hurry up. And he's
Don't
like,
yell
shut
at me.
up, or haha. Like, he's having a good time with it. Like, she clearly is also trying to prove herself to CT.
Right.
She knows he's going to pick up the slack in other ways. So she's like, the least I can do is outrun this guy.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I love this.
But she won her for the girls, and she's doing well.
Yes, see, that's what I'm saying. She's also holding her own. I mean, this is the crazy 8. Like they said, we got the crazy 8 people left, and all these teams are. When it first started out, we all thought they had a chance to win it. So.
And I really do hope Corey and Cam come in second then, because I'd like Cam and Leroy to get some money. I'd like Cam to be a
Well,
challenge.
then you could just
And
say,
Corey too.
you could say the same thing for Leroy, then have Leroy get second place.
I don't think it's going to happen though,
And
unfortunately.
I
So
agree.
I would love Leroy and Nani or Cam.
That is guaranteed the one team I did not give it, like, I'm not giving them a chance to win it, even more so now. But every time Nani runs, I'm like, she can't do it, guys. Like, as much as you want to hype her up throughout the season, tell us we're wrong in the comments that Nani is better than we think she is. She can't run. That's all a final is. It's getting to those checkpoints, and then yes, there's obviously the big checkpoints, but the timing of the running is going to be huge in the long run too. They're going to do something with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I do think Nani has heart, like in an individual thing.
Yeah.
And not that she doesn't have, I just don't know if she has it in her to really fight when she doesn't feel like she's going to win.
If they're
That's
told,
the kind of heart I mean, to like give it your all, even if you feel like there's no chance.
well, that's what I wonder about the heart situation. So if they're asked to stand up the entire night, standing there, I don't give Nani that top spot. Like, oh, she'll definitely can do this. I don't give it to her there either,
I
unfortunately.
think she might for Leroy if there was a chance that they. I think she would probably be able to do standing up
It's
all
the
night.
least
I mean,
she can do.
stuff-
Yeah, especially if she can't run and she can't swim. Not that they're going to swim on this. Wait, but I saw him in a kayak.
Of course, they're going to swim. Yeah, they're going to have to swim. It's part of the thing.
I was just thinking they weren't going to swim because it's so damn cold. How about the hurricane wind that they had? Oh my God, that was insane.
It seemed awful.
Even TJ was like covering himself. Would you rather run in super hot or super cold, Pam? A lot of people would choose.
God, definitely. I mean, hot would be awful, but cold would be worse. Like,
I
there's
think
no way.
I think I 100% agree with you. I think cold is worse. Please tell us in the comment section below what you'd rather run in, because I'm telling
Like
you,
in a
cold,
dry heat,
you can't. You almost can't breathe in the cold weather because your throat.
right.
So I hate running in the cold.
Yeah, a dry heat, like not a humid where you're disgusting, but a dry heat. If you've got a thing on and you can just keep drinking water while you're running and stop and pee.
I'd rather run in that. I would.
Yeah,
You can
I
strip
would too.
down.
I mean, I'd rather not run if that's option C, but if I had to, I feel like running in the cold would be miserable.
It's a final, Pamela. You gotta run.
I'd want to wrap myself up in a ball and like
I
generate.
know. I hate the cold. And now they're gonna have to stand still. In theory, if our theory is right, we don't even know if it's gonna happen. They gotta stand outside all night in the cold. Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
It sounds miserable.
Yeah, go see T and Amber again. Yeah, that's pretty much.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else they. This final feels very cookie cutter so far. They threw a little loop for us saying that Amber could pick a new partner, but they've been doing that all season, so it wasn't like, oh, she can pick a new partner. We've seen it. It is kind of fun that she got the opportunity to do, but we've seen it all season, so it's not that big of a deal.
But for this particular round and this particular thing, as the viewers, they were both. It would be one thing if she had to wait for her partner. If her partner sucked, then but we saw that they both won.
One thing if she was already with Fessy and he was being a bitch already, and then she switched to CT. Like, good for you, Amber. But we knew she was going to stay with CT. It's clearly the right choice. He's a vet. He's won 3 of these things already. He's been to other finals, I'm sure of it, and not one obviously. But you know, so yeah. I don't really have much more to say on this. I mean, I think we're in it for some more big reveals next week, and I wonder, is it going to be another hour episode and have that be it? I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Or they're not going to do a triple. I mean, they've really extended. Like Jenna always tells us, they're extending this season too much. Are they going to do a 3-part final? I hope not.
I don't know. However, I do hope it shakes down like this: that the 4th place team leaves next week. Yeah. And then at the end of next week, maybe the 3rd place. And then it is just a battle between 1 and 2. Who's going to win?
So that would be it. Then you're thinking it's going to be a 3-part final.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they only did one part of it.
I don't mind. You know what? At this point, give us a 3-part.
Yeah, I don't care.
We got nothing else to do. There's nothing. I'm not. Yeah. Give me a reason to watch. Reason for me to pay $50 a month for my DirecTV. I don't even. I watch that in sports. I don't watch anything else. Everything else is on one of either Paramount Plus or Hulu or Netflix or HBO Max for me.
And now, how is your DirecTV $50? We'll talk about that later. Mine was
I got a year. So Pam, real quick. I had a year deal with them. They jacked it up to $93 a month for me last month because my year thing was up with them. My year deal. I called them. I said, "Give me another deal." and they put it
Right.
back down.
Because I would do it for that price. That's what we're paying for Hulu Live.
Yeah.
But my DirecTV and with
I have,
internet was
I
like $1
have,
million. Okay, no,
so I switched from Direct
okay.
last year to now
But
I have AT&T TV. I have
we'll
AT&T.
talk about this privately. Okay,
I know.
so news and predictions, news and gossip.
News and gossip would be
Okay.
all you. Yes.
Okay. I have some good tea from MTVT
Okay.
about the next season.
I got someone hit me up about season 37 as well, so I'll jump in with anything that I know as well.
Okay. This is what I have, and feel free to comment.
Yeah.
The theme is Vets and Rookies.
Okay, that would that would be great.
I
would
don't know
love
if it's
that.
verse or paired or what. Vets.
I hope the rookies are not from another show, but I bet they will be. But go on.
They will be, and I have a list of names.
Okay.
The vets confirmed are Amanda coming back, Anissa, Ashley, Big T, Corey, CT, Devin, Fessy, Josh, Casey, Kyle, very similar to this season, Liv, Nani, Nam, Nelson, Tori, and Amber B.
Amber B. Okay, good. Amber B. Good. I thought you
Yeah.
Amber M. I'm like, no. Yeah, that's how everyone I had. I also was told that Wes was maybe going to do it and have it be his last season, but then something with COVID happened and he's not going to be participating now, supposedly. I don't know.
Oh, okay. And then she also said, so then I do have, I'll read them. I don't know who any of them are.
Really?
The rookies
None?
are,
Here we go.
I'll just read what show they're from because I mean, well, I can read
their name. Well, yeah, give me the shows, but then I want to know the name too.
Okay, Emmy Alupe from Survivor Romania.
I didn't watch it.
Michaela Bradshaw from Survivor. Michelle Fitzgerald, Survivor. Michelle Schubert, Survivor. Priscilla Anyabu. Sorry if I'm ruining the name.
How about this? What other shows? Survivor and
Love Island UK, The Circle USA, which I love. Oh, Ed. I don't remember who Ed is, but I like The Circle. It's so dumb and fun. It's a Netflix thing. It's like a virtual Big Brother, but people can have fake identities. Like you're all in a house-ish thing, like an apartment complex in your own things. And you interact with each other virtually, like social media, but you could secretly be fake if you know it's anyway. And then people vote you out.
All right.
It's entertaining during
yeah, during these
yeah, times. So that Ed from the US, the Circle US, that Emmanuel Niagu Survivor Romania, Gabo from Warsaw Shore. Wow, we're getting some Jeremiah White from Love Island USA too. Oh, I actually really liked Jeremiah. Okay, this is exciting to watch.
So is that the one they filmed in Vegas? No.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Is that Love
Yeah.
Island?
No, it is because they went to a casino on some date.
Which one was Jeremiah?
The redhead, the ginger that really liked that girl, and they hit it off in the beginning, and then I think she ditched him for someone else.
Yeah, I watched almost that whole season.
These things go in and out of my head, within.
I'm looking it up as we talk. Keep going. I'm looking it up.
But I think he was the redhead that was really nice. Kels Dyke from Too Hot to Handle season 1. Mark Byron, Big Brother UK. Tommy Sheehan, Survivor, and Wendell Holland, Survivor.
All right, Jeremiah White. He's definitely not a redhead. He got eliminated. I remember this guy. He got eliminated pretty quick on the season. He's a black guy. I don't remember him being that great of a TV. But there were so many other guys. There were so many other people on Love Island too that I would have put on before him. But whatever, he's on.
Well, I thought he was the ginger, but clearly I'm off. But I kind of feel like he had a nice romance with someone, and then they ditched him. That's what the name Jeremiah is.
I didn't think his personality was even that great.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Whatever. If he's on the show, we'll find out next season. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm excited about season chapter.
I am. There's a lot of fresh blood, which we want. Hopefully they'll be young and having some romance.
All right, if there's romance, I'm in. But
yeah,
I don't know.
we'll see.
We're
gonna watch.
I'm not that excited about the vets that they gave out right there.
It's the same as this season. It's
That's
like
my point. I kind of wanted some new, different. You know what? Whatever. We're gonna find out. I'm not that impressed so yet, but yeah.
yeah.
That's Dan. That's Dan just being a hater. Oh, by the way, Pam. Speaking of hate, people were hating on my curtains that I have in my bedroom. So I want them to know I didn't switch that for them. I had an audition today, Pam. So I switched it for the audition. So I had a nice white backdrop.
I know. And I think it looks a lot better. Tell us what you think in the comments. It looks better, doesn't it? He doesn't look like a vampire sitting alone in the dark.
Yep. So literally, it's my bedroom is just there. I'm in the same room. I just flipped everything around for the audition today, and I wasn't moving it back, and I'm not going to move it back.
Good setup. Looks good.
And this is a rental. Why would I get new curtains for a rental? I'm going to leave here eventually. I'm renting.
No one accused you of getting new curtains yet, Dan.
They told me to get. They said they were going to start a GoFundMe to get me.
Oh, the blinds are pretty awful. I'm with you.
I agree, but why would I put new ones in when I'm not going to live here forever? Anyways, pick of the week, Pam. Would you like to do some pick of the week?
I would. So I don't know how much this is. I am recommending it. I'm watching. I can't conclude how I feel about it real hard yet. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called The Serpent. It's based on a true story. It's a mini series about these crimes that were committed in Bangkok by a European guy in the late 70s. We do know some true things that they give you in the intro, but this guy makes Fessy look like a saint, put it that way.
Really? I want to watch this then, Pam.
I have been having bad dreams about it every night that I've watched it, but that just makes me think, oh, I'm interested. Like, it's that, what if it went this way? The dreams, it's just like I watch it before bed.
You're not selling me. You're scaring me now. You're not selling me on this thing.
It's very disturbing. It's not scary because it's true. It's true stories. It's this guy who, robbed, conned, and murdered people in really cold blood. Like, took it, like, there's nothing worse. Me and Luke were talking about it. Like, it's one thing to like blindside someone and murder them, which is I'm not advocating for, but it's another to befriend them and rob them and kill them and like make them feel safe with you. It's a really awful kind of thing.
Did the guy have a lot of money or something? What was he trying? He just wanted his money?
He's a gems dealer. So you either joined him basically or he killed you. Like, he'd become, and I've only watched 3 episodes so far, so I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of turn, but he does get involved with a woman who is sort of his partner, but right now we see, so the good cop, bad cop show, like there's the bad guy and then there's this guy from the Belgium embassy. He's Belgium. And he's gets a letter from the family of 2 of the victims that they don't know what's going on. So he starts investigating. He's getting deeper. So I think we're going to find him caught by this guy. But
Dude, don't give any.
I don't know. It's only episode 3, but he's on the trail. That is it's a cat and mouse.
Pam didn't ruin it for you. She just gave speculation.
No, I don't. At this point, I hope that's what happens, but maybe he'll kill him. I don't know. But he's digging and he's now, it's compelling. It's really well done. If you like that sort of thing, true crime. If you love extended Dateline,
well,
you'll like it.
Speaking of true crime, I have an unsolved mysteries type show that you can check out. You have Paramount Plus, I have Paramount Plus, so it's on Paramount Plus. It's called For Heaven's Sakes, and it's about this kid. Have you seen previews for it?
I've seen previews for it. I haven't watched it, but it looks good to me.
Pam, you will fly through this. It's 8 episodes. They're each a little over 30 minutes. You'll fly through this thing. And it's about this kid. He's probably in his 20s. His name's Mike Milan, and his great uncle went missing in 1934. And throughout his whole life, he's been hearing the story told by his family members. And him and his best friend decide, hey, let's solve this damn thing. And because he went missing, they never found a body. And he's like, me and my best friend, we're roommates. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna solve this thing. And they go up into, they live in like Canada. They're up in Canada, and what they do is it's in association with Funny or Die. So they're comedians. These two kids are comedians. So
Oh,
they
okay.
mix comedy with them trying to solve an unsolved mystery, and it's really good. And that's all I'll say.
Okay. I'm in. I heard it was really good. I didn't understand how it was a comedy. It makes give sense that
It's
they're funny.
they
Sorry, that's
kind of,
like
because they're amateur detective, they've never done this before. There are a couple comedians, so they make they make jokes, they make fun of each other a lot. They're trying to solve stuff when they've never done, so they have no experience doing it.
that I love because I secretly like many
Yeah.
would love to like be a detective.
Like the
that's
main kid, Mike, he has to make a lot of calls to people to try to get them to do interviews. And he'll mess up his words. He'll say silly sentences just because he's nervous and doesn't know how to like get across like he really wants them to interview with him. And his buddy makes fun of him. It's great. I mean, they have a good time
okay.
with it. And it's kind of it's a sad, the concept is sad. His great great uncle went missing in 1934. They never found the body. They don't know what happened to that family member. And it's crazy what they go through to try to solve this damn mystery. So
And they don't solve it. I hate things where it's
I'm
left
not
like
going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you if they solve it or not, because yeah, I can't do that.
okay.
Yeah.
I hope they at least find out or have a good theory because I hate
And
when don't tell me.
if you watch it this week, I'll talk to you about how I felt about the ending next week. But you have to watch. It's
Okay.
a quick watch. Luke will like it too. Watch it with Luke.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We both have been like, he's like, yeah, I heard it was really funny, and just from the preview, I was like, funny? It's not funny. It's about like, but yeah,
The thing is, it happened so long ago. The family often has a little more fun with it because it's
oh,
it's almost
right, I'm like, he didn't know him. He went missing in 1934. It's not that sad. It's not like he knew him.
Well,
He's
he
not
didn't know him. I mean, and some of the family members that are even left, like barely might. I don't even think they knew him
right.
at this point.
It's
Like
long enough ago that it's like
exactly. So
I like
there's a little space between what really happened
sure.
and these people that are just living a life and know of a myth or a story of a great great uncle or
Right.
whatever. So yeah.
Right. I understand. Yeah.
Let's do some predictions real quick before we get out of here. I'm sticking with my prediction from last week with CT and Amber taking first. I think that Casey, even if she doesn't get disqualified, I think that her leg is too beat up that she's going to fall behind. They're going to get purged no matter what. And even though Fessy was a little bitch for not eating the food, he's not necessarily wrong for not eating the food. He was going to lose either way. I think that she is not going to be able to run the next checkpoint if they have to run another 3 miles. I think she'll be done and just that'll be it. She won't be able to run if they have to do another long mile thing.
He is a quitter.
Yep.
And he sucks. And I feel like okay, so my prediction is still sticking with CT and Amber. I agree also, but I think if Fessy were to go there, eat it all, run, and try and wait for it and got the number 1 spot, because he could again if he thinks he's so great. Do the shit yourself and see how you never know how it's going to.
I'm wondering if you have to finish each thing with your partner, Sam.
But
I'm worried. That's what I'm like.
But if we're keeping it with you, still get your number 1 time. You still might be in to pick a new partner.
He's not winning any daily challenges either. I don't know. All right, we don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next.
He
week.
might if he got the fastest time. I still think at this point he's a real bitch for quitting, and hopefully he'll man up.
Either way, it's a problem that he's quitting because you're there on a TV show for a reason. Why not just try your hardest so people don't look at you like, dude, I know Casey's hurt and all, but look at her chugging down that blood and you're standing there looking at can I do this or not? It's almost your own, do it for yourself, man. You're gonna have to watch people are gonna, how many thousands and millions and trillions of people are watching you on TV right now?
Have some heart.
What's that?
Have some heart.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. And that's why I think he's not a challenge champion. He's a brat, and you have to be willing to do stuff you don't want to do. None of them are psych.
He placed 4th place last time, and I think he's going to place 4th place this time. So there you go.
That's why I love that he thinks he's like the baddest, biggest, best dude around. It's like you're good at the football, the Paul brawl, because no one's as big and strong as you.
And if you compare this to how the Olympics do things, he literally missed a medal. He doesn't even get a medal if he gets fourth place both times. It's worse than
He
bronze.
purged. Yeah.
There's nothing. Like you didn't technically, I know you made it to the final, but you got purged in the first night, and like that might happen to you. Did you really make the final? You didn't even get top 3.
Yeah. Nope. Once again, 4. You can't blame it on Casey's leg for the last time. Why you always getting fourth place, buddy?
Like at least just try to eat the food. So if it comes down to it was Casey's leg, at least you can say you tried your hardest.
Right. I tried my hardest. Exactly. It's so like dumb to be this and just quit at that point. It's just because again, we still don't know. They might.
If you're still listening out there, if you want to write in the comments, code Fessy is a bitch, so we know that you made it this far.
Hashtag Fessy is a bitch. Let's try that trending. Yeah. I bet the world is making the world and all the challenge fans, but that Fessy is a bitch.
Let's get that going on Twitter too. Everyone start hashtagging out Fessy is a bitch, and it'll all get back to Fessy, and he'll just be all, oh.
We will hashtag our episode when we post it as Fessy is a bitch.
All right, I'll hashtag it in the comment area, in the description. Hashtag Fessy.
Yeah, in the description, exactly.
All right. Yeah.
Should we talk about All Stars from last week real quick?
Sure. Why the hell not?
Like 3 minutes or under. Yeah, real quick.
For as much as I love the first show, the second show, I was like, trivia on the second week?
Oh, opposite response.
Okay.
I love that kind of trivia. I don't want like, is a unicorn the ask out of Scotland.
Okay.
I like challenge trivia. And I feel like if you're going to come on Challenge All Stars, you should be prepared that there's gonna be challenge trivia. Yeah. So I thought it was interesting, the walking through the things.
That was fun. I like that because I like the fact they had to walk across in the lighter. But see, that's the way. Should there have been an equalizer there? Because the lighter you were, the longer you could walk across that beam or that cardboard cutout without falling. So, like, think about it this way: Anissa really was the champion of that because if she even got 1 or 2 wrong, she would have fallen through. The reason that Kendall and Ruthie made it so long is they were getting them wrong, but they're so lightweight, they were able to extend out on that plank longer without falling through. So Anissa, give her as many props as you want.
Right.
She would have lost right away.
Double won. She double won for that.
She double won. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. She won, and if she got 1 wrong, she was at a disadvantage from those girls.
So disadvantaged. And I'm more of a fan of general knowledge because I don't know, it's hard for me to remember something that happened in challenge season 11.
Right, but you go up. If you're going up, the way you train for running up a hill 3 miles.
Right, no, I get it. You know
you're going to get challenge trivia, know some major challenge things, and know things about yours,
I guess it's just more fun for me to do general knowledge versus challenge. That's all personally. I think it's more fun in general to do general knowledge.
Sometimes I think it is, but sometimes it just goes so fast and you don't know anything, or it's just so random, the questions, that it's who knows? I don't know. There's some easy ones that it's come on, you're dumb if you don't know it. Then there's some that are so obscure that probably most people don't know it. So it's just, I like general knowledge too, but these are challenge people. And I also liked learning about, I was like, oh, I forgot about that person. I like that kind of, I'm like, gosh, that far ago, the gauntlet, that, it was.
And then what did you think of the Jungle Gym final with Trishelle versus Kendall?
I think my favorite moment of the evening was when Trishelle was saying to Katie, but we were roommates, and Katie's 20 years ago.
I know.
I don't, we both moved on. We're not that, my best friend from college and I were roommates a long time ago, and we're still in each other's lives. I mean, I'd feel betrayed. We're still friends. We were best friends, and but it's listen, everybody, what? Everybody's gonna vote for you. What am I gonna do? I can't save you. Trishelle freaking out on Katie was ridiculous. I thought made me think Trishelle's irrational and the same bitch she's always been.
They really set it up to be Kendall versus Trishelle throughout the episode, because they had Kendall doing yoga outside, then they had a scene with her and Derek talking. It's okay, well, it's a girls' elimination. Maybe Kendall's going to go in. They're trying to give her a backstory right now. And then, oh, Trishelle's in a fight. Maybe she'll lose they did I don't want to say nice job, but they definitely said it. I kind of knew who was going to be possibly going in throughout the episode.
I didn't really.
You didn't think that one random, at least the random yoga scene was a little like, okay, Kendall's probably going to be the one picked to go in. Like, I get that the producers don't know who's going to lose the daily challenge, and it just worked out that Trishelle was fighting at some point, that they could use that footage early on to show, to give her a little bit of a storyline. But like, if they ever show a girl that I think is really good, that I don't think would lose a daily challenge, or a guy, then I'm going to assume that they're the ones that are going to get voted in, just to give them a storyline for the episode.
I felt that way about Trishelle. I was like, okay, they're showing her and Katie talking, and she's saying like, if you don't have my back, we're not friends anymore. Like, I knew that.
So there you go. Yeah.
That one I got. But I also have to say that shout out to why this nostalgia in the show is so enjoyable is because, again, what this season's lacking, take a tip from these guys in the story editing, is set up and payoff. It's not that they have to make it so dumbed down where it's predictable.
I know.
But if you're gonna show something like that, let it pay off.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that they film so many random scenes, I'm sure of it, and then they can just literally, like, that Derek scene could have been 3 weeks from now when Kendall was about to get voted in, if she got voted in later on. So they film so much stuff, and they can just put it in wherever they need to make the storyline work for that week. It's quite genius. It really does work. But we don't know when that scene was filmed. Like, they just like, we'll put it in here because we know Kendall is going to get thrown in this week. It's all done in editing after.
And I thought Kendall a million % deserved to be thrown in. I don't remember her. So
she's on the original Road Rules. That's why you don't remember her. It was a long time ago.
Oh, that's why Derek is like close with her.
That's why. And Darrell was on her season. Remember,
wow.
Darrell's a Road Rules guy.
I don't remember her because I don't even think I watched that. And I know people really like her, and she's supposed to be a really nice person, but so far I'm not impressed.
She beat the crap out of Trishelle. Trishelle was all lost.
I was impressed with that performance, but I thought I agree. Hopping off the thing was a weak sauce. Like, you know what? Maybe I won't say I'm not impressed. I'll say she deserved to go in, and then she proved herself, though.
Yeah, I think that she saw someone got hit in the nose and started bleeding. Was it Katie? Right. So
just like, why does she always bang her face up jumping in the
water?
I
think so. What happened was Kendall was afraid that was going to happen to her. No excuse. She should have just dropped.
But that's not a normal thing to happen. It's someone else.
It's almost like TJ should have said jump up and directly back down. He said jump, so she jumped off it onto the other side. She was supposed to just jump up and back down so she would fall through at that point because she got too many wrong. But so TJ should have maybe done a better job explaining it. But at the same time, Kendall should have said, "Do you want me now to just jump?"
Right, jump in place.
Jump in place. Don't jump. She jumped forward. I don't blame Kendall for by accident jumping forward, but then she should have just been like, "Oh, my bad. You meant me to go through," and then just, you're going through cardboard.
Jump from there down. You're going down. Yeah.
Like, go down. It's cardboard.
Yeah. Yep.
Great.
Well, that's all I got.
Well, let's see how episode 3 of that season goes.
I can't wait to.
I'm excited to watch it again. I'm excited for it to pick back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for episode 18, No Time to Die. And we'll see you next week for episode 19. We're thinking it might be a 2-part or a 3-part finale. Tell us in the comments below how many parts you think the finale will be. And we'll see you next week. For Pam, I'm Dan. And we might have a special guest next week, Pam.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You do know about
it.
You see the text messages.
Yeah. I see our group text. Yes.
You see our group text. You know what's happening. Okay, you know. All right. Bye, everybody.